Hello everybody and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Final Fantasy XVI. So, we just got through the Great Wood. Looks like he came back with us, cool. And I don't know where we're heading next. We're going further into Sanbreque.
If our quarry's one and the same as Benedikta Harmon's, then we've got a world of trouble waiting for us in Lostwing.
I mean, we're trying to save some bears, from what I understand. Alright. So whenever we see that icon, we know that something new is going on. We've got the local map, which I've actually never looked at. Okay. And I do believe we got some new gear last time. We got a new accessory. Increases attack by 7.
Well? So, what'll it be? That it?
So don't I already have... Yeah, our broadsword is already a +2, so...
Make it quick. What's that for you, dear?
So we wouldn't want to craft one. Oh, so the longsword is new.
Anything else? Well? So, what'll it be? Not bad, if I do say so myself. Not my best work, but it'll do.
Okay, dress to the 5s, craft or upgrade 5 pieces of gear.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Okay, we don't have enough sharp fangs for that.
Should last you a good while. You can thank
So
me
far,
later.
meteorite seems to be a very, very important base ingredient to a lot of these.
Not my best work, but it'll do. Anything else?
Okay, we already got some decent upgrades.
Yes? What?
Ask about
Taking
Karen.
an interest, are you?
Wondering why such a comely, cultured lady would cast her lot with this rabble. Because she's got a special arrangement with the rabble-rouser, that's why. I scratch Sid's back and he scratches mine. Use me old trading connections to bring in whatever him and his little band need, and they pay what I
And to
ask.
sweeten the deal,
He's given me a home here, far from the prying eyes of those who'd wish me ill. And there's no shortage of them, believe you me.
if you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Okay, so if we ever don't want to craft one, she usually sells them for money. Oh, let's just do one.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. Finished, are you?
Okay. Now this is where we can replay fights if we want to, right? So it said that at the end of the other thing, so arcade mode or stage replay. Replay any previously cleared stage and be awarded a score based on performance. Restrictions on level, gear, consumables are applied. Gameplay mode will default to action focused. Okay, you can replay a stage, but at the current level. Treasure coffer data is retained. So in other words, if you miss loot, you can replay it, but any loot you've gotten is already taken, and any loot you missed you can still get. I think? Clive can replay any of the main scenario major battle sequences. This mode can be used to revisit cutscenes, collect forgotten items, there we go, earn experience and AP, or retry missed achievements. So this is also a way for you to grind if you're kind of in an area where you can't handle things. In arcade mode, you can re-challenge previously completed stages and be scored on your performance. Gear and level restrictions are applied. Points are rewarded for performance in battle. The more complex your battle techniques, the higher your score. The higher your score, the better your overall rating. Okay? Successfully performed battle techniques are displayed in real time on the right hand of the screen. Technique scoring is as follows. Okay. While level, consumable items, and gear are predetermined for each stage, iconic abilities can be customized to one's liking. Also, equipment restrictions do not apply to accessories. Okay. Probably won't care too much about doing those, if I'm being honest. Maybe we'll try one or two at some point, but it's not the kind of thing that really interests me in a Final Fantasy game. We're not going to Devil May Cry this, you know? Alright, so we have quite a few ability points to work with right now. Summon a massive pillar of fire that burns all enemies caught within the flames, while also partially restoring Clive's HP. I bet you this one has a long cooldown. Does it tell you the cooldown time? Not really. Yeah, we're going to have to save up for that. I kind of want to, because it's really good. We've got at least one level of each of these. Okay, does it also tell you... Okay, so once you've mastered it... So there's probably only 2 tiers to each of these. I haven't been doing any of the holds. I should try those out too. We've been definitely using that. Honestly, we use that quite often. And we're using this one quite often. So, the ones that we're naturally kind of gravitating towards, I think those are the ones that I'm going to power up. Oh, the journal. We haven't even looked at this menu. The journal tab contains information on main story progress, as well as all current and completed side quests. Okay, let's see if there are any other side quests. Is there anything that we can see here? Not really. I think they would show up. Also, I never even noticed this back here. Where is that? Yeah, I completely missed this little pathway back here.
New. Let me share a word of warning. Keep your hands out of the stores, or I'll cut them off and crate them with the others. I'm only teasing. We feed the hands to the dogs.
Duly noted. Alright, watch out for the keeper of the store. She's crazy.
Another newcomer. You mind the rules round here, or our next chat will be through the bars.
Okay. I think we'll just head out.
There's a good girl. Hungry, are you?
Alright, so the Orabelle Downs.
So much for arriving before sunset.
I didn't realize we were this close. Any idea what that is they built the village around?
The fallen ruin. I've heard some call it an airship.
Hey,
Flying days seem to be behind it. It's a shame, that.
Interesting. Cool.
You truly think a dominant's waiting for us in that village?
My scout has never given me any reason to doubt him. Which is why I think we should hurry. Come on.
And so Benedikta is also after this dominant. Attuning with an obelisk allows Clive to travel quickly to the location via the world map and local map. Clive need only approach an obelisk to attune with it. Okay, fast travel points. Louder than words. So there was probably like whole sky cities and shit by the way that these airships, quote unquote, look. Because supposedly the ruins that we're in are part of that as well, right? And that place is huge. Okay, so some areas do have maps. The Great Wood did not. So the Great Wood was more like a instanced dungeon almost. This is going to be a little bit more open by the look of things. Okay. Some kind of farm. Okay, I'm going to collect this item and then we're going to go up to that farm. Ha, 2 gil. Hell yeah, I'm rich. Okay, so I didn't push anything to go into that running mode. It just seems like if you've been running forward for a while, it'll automatically go into that. Is this place abandoned? Looks like it. Okay, can't go into these.
Figures up ahead.
But are they friends or foes?
Oh, they are foes.
Don't let them get away. More Waluders. Why? What is it they want?
You're welcome to ask the next ones we meet. Let me know how it goes.
Okay, looks like there's something to pick up over there, so let's go.
Give them all you've got, boys.
Okay. All right, let's move forward. You know, in this game, it's going to be really, really easy to miss, like, chests and stuff. Quest destination is nearby. Okay, so we're supposed to search around, I guess. Oh, we're, like, right in that tower. So the town was built around this thing. That's really cool.
No sign of the royalists.
Or anyone else for that matter. It's too bloody quiet. Even for this hour.
What do we do now?
First we look for my scout. You start here, I'll circle round the back.
How do I let you know if I find him?
Good question. Shout?
Subtle. I don't even know what he looks like.
Okay, who do we think this dominant's gonna be?
The village can't be completely abandoned, can it?
You miss me? I'm flattered, but let's stick to the plan, eh?
I did miss you, Sid.
That sounds like a child.
What's going on, kid?
It's all right. I'm not one of them. My friend and I, we're with the Imperial Army. And we've come to help. Do you know where your parents are?
In the church.
Then I'm going to find them and make sure they're safe.
Oh dear.
Can you stay hidden here until then?
In any other Final Fantasy game, I'd be like, of course they're safe. We're gonna save them heroically. In this one, I'm like, oh, they dead. They're all dead. In this grimdark Final Fantasy, they dead. Okay, I'm not seeing much in terms of lootables so far. The game might just be telling me to move forward for now. I feel like maybe this town will open up as a real town later, but maybe only after this mission. Some smoked kippers. Chocobo stew. They don't eat chocobos, do they? No. You can't. I guess horse meat is a thing. Not really here in the US, but in some places. Okay, no loot or anything. I think the game's just telling us to move forward. Let's go. Ooh, it got chunky there for a second. Game's loading in something big. There's nobody here. What happened? The mystery deepens. Okay, underground?
This man's gonna die if we don't get into a healer.
Enough of your barking, dog!
About time.
Stand back.
Who the hell are you?
Clive!
There's the shout. Subtle.
Thought you weren't coming.
You still alive, Gav?
Barely. Been doing what I can for the villagers, but...
I thought you were joking.
It's all right. He's with me. Is this everyone?
No, there were others. A pair of royalists came for the bearers just before you arrived.
Was a dominant among them?
Maybe. It's not like he was holding a sign.
I'll give you one guess where he's going. Clive, after him.
Okay, let's go. Torgal, I know you can run faster than me, bro. You should probably sick him.
Any word from the scouts?
Not yet, my lady, but we have the dominant's companion. It's only a matter of time before we seize our quarry.
Very good. And what of the others?
The bearers have been taken to Caer Novent.
Some may still be worth keeping should the dominant elude us.
All is in hand, my lady. They will not be spoiled. I give you my word. Gentlemen, a toast! Will you join me? My thanks.
He has a very
Our
punchable
Lady of
face.
the Wind and the King!
The Imperials drink this piss?
Well, it would go some way to explain their breath.
Lady Benedikta! Imperials!
It's interesting. We find ourselves on no country's side in this game. Literally everybody is out to get us.
And instead of killing them, you lead the rats straight to us.
Mercy!
She is ruthless, dude.
Look what we have here, boys.
He could have helped you fight.
An Imperial bearer. But I was getting bored.
Does the bear marking also indicate country that you're a bearer for? I need to look closer and see if there's differences to the markings. She may have just known from her armor, like other people have, but... Okay, there's Garuda. Alright, I'm not nervous. Chirata. Okay, so she can like pull in familiars almost.
What is that thing? If this means what I think it does, Sid has some explaining to do.
Dodge too early. Common.
Not this time.
that was a charged fire. Damn, she keeps dodging out of the way. Got her that time.
You better be on your way, Sid. Too slow. My wounds, boy.
Okay, went too early again. That's okay. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Wasn't my cleanest fight, but not bad. Sometimes when you're trying to do like the attack to fire combo, the magic burst, if you kind of get off your timing, it kind of, you end up in like a weird spot where you keep on trying to do fire in kind of a dead zone, and it basically just cancels itself, and then by the time you're hitting square, it's just doing a regular attack again. So sometimes when your timing gets off, it really stops you from doing that combo. Okay, Cleric's Medallion is new. Healing potency of potions by 20%. Okay, cool.
You've got some fight in you, even for a branded.
Clive!
Look who's here to save the day. Is this how you recruit all of your charges?
Don't recall you complaining, Benedikta.
So, Sidolphus, remind me, why was it that you betrayed your kingdom? I asked you a question, Lord Commander.
Why? Because I'd had enough of you and your king's antics.
And yet here you are, stealing my branded. What are you plotting?
As if I'd tell you.
Lady Benedikta, we have secured the dominant.
Shit, that's not good.
Something isn't there.
And she's gone.
So is he Dalmekian as well then?
Did she say where she was going?
No.
Then we head back to Lostwing. One of the villagers may have heard something.
But we can't just...
Which is why I sent Gav. The man has a nose for these things. Trust me.
Okay, well, this mission was a bust. They got away. We'll be back to that town. That's going to be a full-on town. Okay, we are back to that town.
So, it wasn't about bearers at all. They were looking for a dominant.
Yeah, that's right. Thought we were hiding the bastard. Like any of us would keep a monster like that under our roof. Oh, no offence.
When no one took, they started rounding up everyone with a brand. And then everyone without one and all.
And locked you in the cellar, hoping sooner or later someone would break. You know, things might have been different if you'd accepted my invitation.
Oh, don't remind us. We were all saying the same thing.
Yeah, this is our home, innit? Don't mean we won't out when we can, though.
And that, I'll drink to.
Oh, come hear the tale of Lord Dion the Bold, whose tamed worms 1,000 and slain the tenfold. 100 full legions the young dragoon led, and watched as 1,000,000 foes turned tail and fled. His lance levels mountains, it sanders the deep. The skies over storm breaks for
Listen, Clive. Revenge won't bring him back. It won't.
13 years ago, I watched a dominant kill my brother right in front of me, and I did nothing. But now I can. I can kill the son of a bitch and bring peace to my brother's soul. After that, whatever happens, happens.
Fate. You're content to be its slave, then?
Care nor
His
vent.
radiance would have us believe the Imperial host invincible. Yet here we find the Empire's cornerstone teetering on the backs of a handful of cowards and cutthroats. While Bahamut may lead 100 full legions, could it be that the young prince defends a house of cards ready to topple at the slightest breeze?
Bahamut.
Tell me something. Why do you not resist?
Alright, so obviously they're making this look like the same figure that we saw right before Ifrit appeared, right? I'm thinking this is revived Joshua, though. I think they're leading us down the wrong path. This is revived Joshua. How much you want to bet? An imperial stronghold located along the southern fringes of Sambriqua territory, far from its capital of Oriflamme. It occupies a key strategic position adjacent to the Crystal Belt and is suitably formidably fortified as a result. Within its walls there are living quarters, a church, a jail, and sufficient storehouses to see the occupants through a lengthy siege.
Within you lies the power to slay gods. The phoenix perished in your flames. Yet you do not fight. You do not flee. You refuse your gift. Perhaps you are distracted. My offer still stands. Join us and you will be treated with the respect one of our kind deserves.
Lord Margrace, don't!
Lord Margrace.
I'll give you a moment to consider your options.
Crystal Fetters, a restraining device for bearers and dominants that uses precisely arranged and activated shards of crystal to disrupt the flow of ether through their flesh, thus preventing them from priming or casting magics. So valuable are the materials from which they are made, and so rare the skill required to craft them, there are very few specimens in existence, and they are only employed when absolutely necessary. I was wondering why he didn't just burst into flames. Obviously, one could be to protect who else is in that room. He seems to care about whoever this person is. But yeah, like if he popped Ifrit in here, everybody'd be incinerated immediately. We've seen what happens when he's too close. A mysterious figure who was first seen amid the chaos of the Imperial invasion of Phoenix Gate, immediately before the appearance of the second Icon of Fire. The very icon that slew the heir to the ducal throne, Clive believes this man to be the dominant who murdered his brother and has sworn to take his revenge. So, couple things. One, they could be leading us down the wrong path, and this is actually just to revive Joshua. Two, it seemed like Clive himself turned into Ifrit. And that means that maybe this person isn't the Icon of Fire. Clive is the Icon of Fire, but this guy might have the ability to control other people, if he's not Joshua. Or maybe something completely different. I guess we're going to have to find out.
Be gentle with them.
Clive. Wake up. Gav's back.
Canovant.
One of the Empire's outlying strongholds, though apparently not strong enough to keep out the Royalists. The captured bearers are inside. I'm sure of it.
If Benedikta's orders are to stay in the shadows, she won't be traveling with many men. Meaning, she'll be keeping her prisoners together and close by.
Including the Dominant.
So, we find a way into the fortress and conjure a bit of chaos.
What about me?
Excellent question, Gav. You will wait outside the care and guide those I free to safety.
And miss all the fun. Why can't he do that?
Clive doesn't have your nose. He'd stumble off a cliff before he even found the men. Come on, Gav. You're the best man for the job.
Well, when you put it that way.
Gas him up, dude.
Suppose I'd better scout ahead for any surprises. Don't you let him down.
He knows how to lead his men. I'll give him that.
I won't. All right. Shall we?
Not so fast. We wait until tomorrow.
But he's right there.
And if we leave now, we'll arrive just as the sun comes up. Maybe join the guards in breaking their fast. Come on, Clive. They only just took the place. They'll be there a while yet. We've got one chance at this. You don't want to waste it, do you?
No.
The dead of night. New stock. As the story progresses, new weapons and items will become available at the Hideaway's trading post, as will new forging recipes at the Black Hammer.
Now that's settled. There's someone I want you to meet.
At this hour?
He's the owner of the tavern, and our best hope of getting a decent night's kip.
Okay.
You're the kind man who saved Mummy. Thank you.
What can I interest you in today?
Okay, longsword. 95 base. That's one of the troubles, is you don't know what it's going to look like when it's fully upgraded. Oh, look at that. We can buy meteorite.
I hope it's to your liking.
This is something we haven't collected.
Ah, yes. You're always welcome here in Lostwing. Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine.
Oh, this is, music. Probably the one we're listening to right now. Okay, we'll keep that in mind for later. I might want to buy that.
Good day.
Quentin, my good man. It seems we'll be spending the night.
I thought as much. Where do you find that one?
What, him? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Quentin here is an old friend, one who is sympathetic to our cause.
Sympathetic. And he knows about your little sanctuary. I would never have guessed so many people were bent on setting us free. When last I checked, the mere thought would earn you a trip to the gallows.
I am well aware of the risks, as I am of the rewards.
And what could be more rewarding than your very own dominant of fire?
A dominant? Here? Now that I would like to see.
Meaning you haven't?
No, but nothing passes unnoticed in Lostwing. Take your brand, for example. People will see that at once. And I need hardly tell you how they will greet the inquiries of a bearer. You are afraid your words will fall on deaf ears, as they have ever since the moment you were marked. Happily, I can provide a solution to your dilemma, as a favor to Sid, that is. Take this. You will find it has the uncanny power to loosen tongues.
The Hanged Man from Quentin. A seal.
May the mothers guide you.
What the hell is that?
This might be Imperial land, but here in Lostwing, it's his word that's law.
But how?
You don't need to worry about that just yet. Trust me. Everyone in Lostwing knows what that seal means, and what it means if they don't take note.
Okay, interesting.
Now we can sit here counting our blessings, or put them to good use and find that dominance. Your choice.
Let's see if this thing really works.
Okay, gather information from the villagers. Okay, so we've been here. Looks like that's the only shop in town.
And that's all you can remember. Think.
Hi, pupper.
Now feel good, boy.
It wouldn't let me pet the other dog, so I'll pet mine.
Ah. Master Quinton took a liking to you, I see. And there I was, thinking you were in bed with Sid. Wonder what Gav will have to say about this. Speaking of whom, if you see him, tell him thanks for looking after us. Now, what can I help you with?
I'm searching for a dominant of fire. Gav seems to think he might have taken refuge here.
We see a lot bearers around these parts. But I do seem to recall one who commanded the flame. Now, whether or not that makes him a dominant, I can't say. But the Waluders certainly took a keen interest in the poor sod.
Did you get a look at him?
Didn't have a chance. One of the other bearers might have, though.
Thank you.
What would the King of Walud want with our tiny village anyway?
If we were being controlled and we're actually Ifrit, which is what I think is happening, then if they've seen another one who does use fire, it needs to be Joshua. Right?
What a mess.
Oi, how about some light over here?
Now, I could be going down the wrong, train of thought here completely. So, just keep in mind, I'm just spitballing.
Mind your step. The royalists didn't do us the courtesy of tidying up when they left.
And it also may be important for me to say, if you know what the answer is, if I guess correctly, do not confirm or deny in the comments. Absolutely do not confirm or deny. Just let me speculate. You don't have to make a comment about it.
Master Quinton has asked that
Just
we
be
work
cool.
through the night to undo the chaos the royalists wreaked. But I fear dawn will have long since broken before the true damage is mended.
Hey, a door we can open. What's in here? The mysteries of vinification. While some winemakers will remove the skins of the grape after pressing, leaving both skin and seed in the juice to commingle, creates a must that is better suited for extended aging, ultimately resulting in a more refined wine. Then, once the wine calms and settles sufficiently, the skins are removed, and the must is then transferred to wooden barrels of oak and chestnut, which, by allowing air to leach into the wine, impart deepened levels of complexity, introducing rich aromas and improving texture, all while lessening bitterness. Okay, let's tap one and find out if that's true.
Nothing down here but dust and cobwebs. Unless you're here to help me get rid of them.
Seems like there's a lot of wine down here, but okay. Where's this going? Oh my god, it goes deep. I may be getting a little bit ahead of myself, but we're gonna go to the end of this. This will probably be for something later, but... Okay, can't even go in there. You got it. Oh, so that implies that's where they were hiding. Interesting. Cool. Okay. The Hymns of Gregor. And thus the Gregor hymns together. together her 2 and 70 spirits of light and tell them of the holy heralds she would send to the world below, where there was much strife and suffering, for which she wept. Rejoice, she said, for my heralds, who are a part of me, and who are me, shall be as bread unto the starving, and as a water unto the thirsty, and shall bring light where there is only darkness. We're going to have to listen for the proper pronouncement of that goddess's name.
Honored visitor, might I ask that you pray with us for the deliverance of our brothers and sisters from evil?
Sure, you got it, buddy. Okay, that heads out somewhere. Is that Gav?
Damn royalists. We'll need every Chocobo in the valley to clear this.
Oh, somebody else.
That a hanged man I see? Master Quentin must think you're important. It was a good thing you done today, getting rid of those bastards. If you hadn't come when you did, I'd be on my way to Ash by now, along with the others. Poor buggers.
These others, was there a dominant among them? A dominant of fire?
Might have been, yeah. Royalists seem to think there was, anyhow. A thin bloke all swallowed up in his robes like one of Great Grieger's churchmen.
Do you recall anything else about him?
Only that he weren't alone. Was a young maid who went wherever he did, including the church, and wherever the royalists dragged them both off to before you got here.
I see. Thank you. I wonder if Sid's found anything.
Bloody cowards! Setting upon us all!
Oh, there's a chest. That's the sort of stuff we're looking for. Alright, I knew my loot senses were tingling. An orchestration roll. Very nice. Damn, can't just jump over. I tried. All right, Sid, I'm coming.
Tell me that scowl means you've got good news. So, a shady lad with a hood and his equally shady lass. Not much to go on, but... I've been thinking, if our friend is a dominant, why not just burn the royalists to a crisp? There's a reason he's holding back, and I reckon it has something to do with his partner.
What makes you say that?
One of the villagers I talked to said the two were separated. If the Waluders have her, our dominants like to think twice before starting any fires. Whoever he is, He's shown himself to have a level head. He's careful, cunning, and he doesn't want to be found. This could spell trouble. For us and the Royalists both. Still, it'll be a whole lot worse if we set off after them with bleary eyes and empty bellies. There should be a pair of pallets waiting for us back at the inn. Shall we?
All right. Well, we're going to get a good night's rest in the next episode, because this is where we're going to have to end this one. Thank you all for being here. Make sure that you like and subscribe if you're enjoying the playthrough so far. I certainly am. So, yeah. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one, everybody. I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters: Darren York, ZTD, Knife Namaste, Kyle the Monarch, Andrew Smith, Chris Murphy, JW, Bracken, Quinless, Chris Smith, Vlado101, Andy Ford, The Blue Electric Cat, and Kyle Schluter. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.